Welcome to Portland, Oregon, USA, home of the White Stag, the best coffee shops in the nation, and the NBA's Trailblazers. The Blazers, well, they call Motor Center their home, but we're not coming to you from the Rose Quarter. No, we're keeping you on your toes, and we're just a little bit up the road at the Garden Tavern, where, for the next 60 minutes, Chauncey Billups tells you all about his journey from Hall of Fame player to head coach. A Rip City chat with head coach Chauncey Billups is about to start right about now.
The third pick in the 1997 NBA draft, Chauncey Billups.
The NBA franchise that loves me like family finally found me. Detroit.
Here's Chauncey Billups. Here it is. He's got it. He's got it. Chauncey's got to hurry. Fires. And what a play by Mr. Big Shot. The 2004 NBA Finals MVP, number one, Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups is going to be recognized for his induction to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Mass.
I want to thank Jody Allen for giving me a chance to lead the Portland Trailblazers organization. I feel the same way as a coach as I did as a player. I will win.
Greatest shot.
All right, let's play fast, play together, baby. Let's go.
Well, good evening, good people, and welcome in, baby. Welcome in to the Garden Tavern. I'm K2 Sports Director Tyree Smith, and if you had yourself a bad day, we about to make that change, folks. For the next 60 minutes, you're about to hear from somebody you don't typically hear from this long, Mr. Big Shot himself, head coach Chauncey Billups, and he's going to be talking with the best around, analyst Lamar Hurd. Give it up to the fellas on stage. Let's get to them.
Thank you, Tyree. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It's my pleasure to have Coach here, and I'm excited that you all get to hear from him in the same way I get to a lot of times behind the scenes. He's one of the most knowledgeable, one of the best there is, and as you saw, a tremendous player. And one of the things I love the most about Coach is he does not lead with his playing career. He leads with who he is. He's the same person every single day, and in my role, that's very important when you try to have a coach-analyst relationship, someone who's accomplished everything he's accomplished, but is willing at times to tell me, hey, if you need anything, call me, to make sure I'm comfortable, to make sure all of our colleagues are comfortable. I'll share a quick story with you before we get going here with Coach. And I don't know if you remember this, Coach, but your first year, we were going to the airport, and at the time, I didn't know your car. So I was years in, and normally I know everybody's cars. So I know when I get up to the gate, I don't want to be in the way. Like, they're the ones that got to go to the game. I don't got to get on a plane. So I want to make everything as easy as possible for them. We go through the same gate. And so I know, okay, that's Dame's car right there. Okay, that's CJ's car right there. And then there was this other car that was in the cut, and I didn't know that car. So I thought it might have been just one of our people, one of our broadcast people, which we all go through the gate at the same time. You know, if it's coach or player, though, we try to give them time. So I start driving through the gate, and I'm looking, and I think I'm good. And the window was tinted. You know, he got that Hall of Fame tint on it. And I'm looking, and it's Coach Billups. And this is one of my first interactions with him for a road trip. So what's going through my mind is I just cut off the head coach to get on the plane. Now that's how we're going to kick off our relationship. And I was stressed. So I got on the plane, and I said, I got to go apologize to him. I got to let him know because I've never done that before. I'd known everybody's car. And do you remember this? You walked to the back of the plane. And I was trying to get myself bold. I was trying to get the courage. And I was going to stand up as you're walking to stop you, but I didn't have the courage yet. So I sat a little bit. I let you go, and you came back. And when he came back, I said, Coach, I apologize, man. That car that was outside the gate that went in right before you went in, that was me. And I'll make sure that never You remember this now?
I do.
I said, I'll make sure that never happens again. And I wish y'all could have seen the face he made. He was so upset on behalf of me that I even felt that way. And he was very adamant, and he said, don't ever worry about anything like that again. We're on the same team. We're doing this together. And he has been true to that word in every single interaction since then. So, Coach, thank you for being who you say you are, and we're excited to talk to you today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I really was surprised.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean you sorry? Like, we all going here at the same time. It's no big deal. I was surprised by that, but I meant what I said.
Well, that speaks to you because not everybody in your position feels that way. That's not a normal thing. And I think it also reflects the leadership we have in Rip City. I can go off for days about our team president, Dwayne Hankins, our general manager, Joe Cronin, our head coach, Chauncey Billups. They lead with humility, and they make it a really fun place to work. So, Coach, let's jump right into it. 5th season as the Blazer head coach.
Yeah.
I know you're excited every year that you come in, but is there something this season that excites you maybe a little differently than seasons past?
Yeah, I am, I am always excited because I know the work that's put in the summertime. But this year is a little different. I really do feel like this year is like, it's like this year is the beginning, if that makes sense. We went through some tough few years, some pretty lean years, but for good reason, it worked out. What byproducts of those tough years are Shaden Sharp and Scoot and Donovan. You get Tumani in the process of that. You get Deni in the process of that. So those painful years worked out. We got some incredible young players, and I really do just feel like this is the beginning now. I've gotten better over time. I love where we are. I love where we're at. So that's what I'm most excited about in my 5th year is just, one, I've grown a ton. Our guys have grown a ton. And, we're just starting this out now, in my opinion. So that's what really excites me.
When you say you've grown, how so?
Pretty much in every aspect. My voice for the team, my understanding of, it's funny, and you notice about me, amongst our team and our players, I never ever talk about my playing career.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't do it. I always said when I become a coach, I'm never going to be that, back when I played, or this is what I did, or we were this. I never do that.
Why not?
Well, I played for coaches that have done that, and that didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was how they could actually help me. And that doesn't help me to be able to just say, oh, this is what I did, or I accomplished this, or to me, that doesn't matter. It's how can I get there? How can you help me get there? So that's really all I focus on, is how I can help these guys achieve what they want to achieve. But in so many different ways, my voice, my confidence in knowing what I want to do out there during the game, how we want to play offensively, how we want to play defensively. I've changed a little bit of that along the way as I've learned and matured a little bit in it and started to study different systems and watching the overseas team. I mean, I'm just a big, I cast a big net on who I actually want to be as a team. And I feel like I pretty much know who I want us to be.
Aside from not, putting forth your playing career to your players, unless they ask about it, is there another way that your playing career instructed or influenced who you are now as a coach?
Yeah, it does. My playing career started off very slow. I was from being the 3rd pick in the draft to being traded 50 games into my first season, being traded again after that season. I mean, I played 5 teams my first 5 years, and you can imagine how difficult that could be for the 3rd pick in the draft. And having to really kind of reset, go back to the drawing board, and just kind of build myself back up in the game. So falling all the way off to reaching the pinnacle was difficult. But, what I learned in that process and the character that was built in that process is really what I can teach all of our guys. Especially our guys. Most of our young guys were pretty high draft picks based on, our record the prior to that season. So they're coming in and, we're doing a lot of losing. This is really tough. It's really difficult. They've been the best player on every team that they've been on since they've been playing. Now you come to the NBA and you're probably the 5th or 6th or 7th best player. How do you deal with that? Mentally, I know how those guys feel. And so that's where I think my relatability is the key for us as a team, and how I coach, because I've been pretty much every player on the team at some point in my career, you know, so I can speak to that and I can help them.
Well, we're going to hear from some of those guys coming up next on the Rip City Chat with Chauncey Billups. We'll hear the players, what they say was your impact on them. And defense will also be on display when the Blazers take the court this season. So we'll find out, where does your passion for defense stem from on the other side of this break?
Okay.
Chauncey has weathered the storm.
Bring it back.
They've gotten better and better and better.
It's been a process. It worked out perfect. I always just believe that things happen how they're supposed to.
I would say the biggest impact that Chauncey's had on me, encouraging me to be myself. When you are playing for a Hall of Famer, a champion, Finals MVP, you have to respect what he has to say. His experience as a player and who he is as a person is only going to elevate me in both areas.
I feel like he was able to teach me so much on and off the court. Being able to pick his brain, I think, has been huge for me.
Man, he's just been a great, leader towards the whole team as a whole. Just looking forward to for many more years.
Chauncey has been great for me. That's, it's like family to me now. As soon as I got here, right, he embraced me. Being a player, former player, Hall of Fame, just easier to relate to him than any other coach that I've had in the past.
Together, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Welcome back to a Rip City Chat with Coach Billups. That was a big statement from Jeremy Grant. He's played for a coach that's won a championship, and Michael Malone, yet he feels he can relate to you the most. Not denigrating Coach Malone, but just saying there's a different connection. How does it make you feel hearing your players talk about you like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that makes me feel good. It makes me, it validates what I think in terms of just me being able to connect with them, because for me, this coaching thing is much more than basketball. I see these guys being young guys making a ton of money in this world, and when you don't come from that, you don't really understand how that works, and what to do, and you got so many people pulling on you. And there are not a lot of coaches that have been through what they're going through and can help them through that. And so it's bigger than basketball. I'm teaching them about finances and investing and business savvy and family issues and all of the things, So when you see those guys kind of talk about that, it's so much more than just what I can draw up for them.
Yeah. Well, the basketball side of things, what kind of team can we expect to see? I know the defensive end of the floor will be a big deal. How big of a deal will it be?
Well, it's who we are. I thought last year, the most positive thing that came out of last year was the second half of the season. We really finally established an identity. And we've been chipping away at it, and we finally got it, and we'll look to continue that and even elevate that this year. We are a defensive first team. We have so many really good defensive players that it just makes sense, for us to be that way. And I personally believe that that's how it should be. Even the best teams, if you watch the playoffs, the teams that continue to advance, of course they have these exceptional MVP type of guys, but they're really elite defensive basketball teams. And for us, as we start to build it, let's build it there. And then we'll just start doing all the rest later. But you're gonna see a team that's getting after people, making people very uncomfortable. That's my word for our team this year. Uncomfortable. I want to make everybody we play against uncomfortable. Defensively, that means our pressure and our physicality. Offensively, that means our speed, and our cutting in the half court, not letting teams just kind of sit there and watch the ball. Our offensive rebounding, those things make you uncomfortable. So that's who we are going to see this year.
When did defense become so important for you? Because you were a McDonald's All-American. You could score the ball at will.
Yeah.
So going back to your childhood days, it doesn't seem like you would have had to have played defense in order to be successful. You were so good offensively. So when did that switch happen for you?
Yeah, I was taught the game the right way.
Okay.
You know,
At an early stage?
And I really was. And I was taught very early that the guy that never plays defense and even tries, but shoots all the shots, probably going to be a great player, but the team is not going to like playing with him. And so I always remembered that, you know, and my younger years when I was so much better than people offensively, I still, you know, competed on the defensive end because I just thought it mattered to me, you know, that guys wanted to play with me, that I could lead, and I don't think you can really lead if you're not doing what you're asking other people to do. And so that was always really big for me. And then, you know, you start getting in the league, and I talked about the struggles I had, you know, and one way of building myself back up is to show that I can go out there and guard people, you know. So I've always taken pride in it.
Good stuff. You have an international team this year. 7 different countries represented with the U.S., Canada, China, Belgium, Israel, France, and South Sudan.
Yeah.
What is that like, coaching all those different backgrounds?
I need to take some more language classes. But, you know, it's cool, man, because one thing that I know that we all know, that basketball is like universal. It really is, and it has a universal language. But one thing I love about sports in general, our game included, but between sports and music, it just unifies everybody. You know, no matter the color, the background, the upbringing, what you believe politically, nothing matters. In sports, everybody is cheering for who they're cheering for, you know, and it just brings everybody together. So our game is really international now. You know, you look at, I don't know, the past 5, 6 MVPs, man. Yeah. You know, they're all, you know, international players. So it's just what the game is, it's what it is now, you know, and, you know, we have some really amazing international players.
You got some international players. You also got this kid from Oakland that came back. Dame time is back in the building, and when we come back, we are going to talk more about Damian Lillard and what he has already meant in his short time being back. A lot to look for with the letter O.
Damian Lillard headed back to Portland. It's a storybook ending.
Yeah, physically he left, but mentally he was never gone. His heart was always in Portland.
I ain't gonna cry. Like, I don't usually be feeling like this, bro. I feel so happy on the inside. It never felt right not being home. And with this being a younger team, it's a lot of things that I can share without having to be on the floor.
Having this type of team, young, future stars of the league, being able to contribute to their success and be a part of that, I think it's going to open the door to bring back a lot of special moments to Rip City.
Welcome back to a Rip City Chat with Chauncey Billups. We just heard from Dame. How is he fitting in? I know that might sound like a bit of a stupid question just because he's the franchise icon, but he has been gone. And you guys did a lot of stuff without him, and he's always so measured and considerate with his approach to not overstep. So that's where I ask, how is he deciding to fit in? What have you seen from him, and how can you help him with that process?
You know, Lamar, it's actually a great question.
Okay.
Because we're just so different now than when Dame left. And when Dame left, you know, we had to, anytime we played, we just had to, like, he had to kind of save us. You know, we were kind of young, and we needed incredible nights from him just to be able to compete. And we're not in that spot anymore, you know, and I think the reason why we're not in that spot is because we've done a really good job. Our guys have gotten better as they start to mature, but that's also what made Dame so attracted to coming back here, seeing where these guys are, you know, where the organization is going. But he's doing great. I mean, it's been a seamless fit. I mean, he's just always so authentic, and he allows these relationships to grow organically, and, you know, he's very sensitive to not overstep, but I'm like, Dame, you can never overstep.
Yeah.
Like, they need you. We need you. And he's just happy, man. And I think we all feel the same way. It just feels right now again.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
does.
Having Dame back home.
It does. It does. He's going to be joined with two-time NBA champ Drew Holiday.
Yes.
How do you feel about Drew?
Oh, man, I love Drew.
Yeah.
I love Drew. You know, he really does. He makes a coach's job very easy from an aspect of he's learning our offense and our defense, and, you know, he's going to get to a point very soon where he's not even going to have to look over there to understand what I want and what we need, whether he has the ball in his hands or not. He thinks the game. You talk about his defense.
Yeah.
Defense first guy. He's made every single team that he's ever been on better.
Yep.
And they usually get worse when he leaves.
Yep.
He's that type of player.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to coach him. You know, I'm more excited what he's going to be able to help me with. You know, as a coach, you need great players. You need smart players. But also what he's going to be able to do to help Scoot and Shaden and Tumani and Deni, the youngins. You know, I'm really pumped about Drew.
Yeah, I know you were pumped about Scoot as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, the hamstring tear has him sidelined. How was he doing before the injury, and how's he doing now?
Yeah, I tell you, I was just so excited about Scoot. He had an incredible summer. He was really, really playing well in the gym. We've been there all September. So I feel so bad for him. I was waiting so everybody else could see
the stuff you've been seeing.
What I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Golly, he was playing so good. And it took him a few days. It was tough on him to know that he was going to miss a little bit of time because he had been working so hard to improve in all the areas that I've been challenging him on. But he's good. He's made peace with it. He's good. He's around the gym every day. He's going to be just fine. He's going to be just fine.
Good, good. What's clicked with Shaden Sharp? Because I've been to a couple of your practices, and he seems like he's moving different.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot from Shaden, who already can, you know, get it done athletically with the best of them.
Yeah.
But even defensively, he's moving different. What's going on?
Well, he definitely has taken a step, you know, and he understands and knows that if he's not guarding, he's not going to reach his potential, you know, because if you're not going to guard, I'm probably not going to play you as much. And he's made a commitment, you know, to be engaged on that side of the ball. And it's just so funny with Shea because when he's engaged defensively, the offense comes so easy for him, you know. So he's been incredible in camp, and you've seen it, you know, with your own two eyes. He's just been, he's out of probably 2.5 weeks, he's probably had one day where I'm like, Shea, what are you doing?
Big difference.
One day.
Yeah.
And that is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been really happy. We've all been very happy with Shea.
I know you were happy with Tumani Kamara, his ascension last year. He won the second team all defense award.
Yep.
You told him this is the first and last time for second team. Was that a challenge, an expectation, or a little bit of both?
That is a challenge because I believe he's a first team all defensive player. I really do. Anytime you get a guy that disruptive, that type of size, leads the league in charges, leads the league. I mean, he's just so many things. I mean, you could just go down a list of. If our team had gotten more wins, the national media would be able to see him more, and they would see what we're seeing. But I was a challenge for him, as I'm saying. Congratulations. That's awesome for you to get that.
Yeah.
But that should be the last time you get that.
Yeah.
We're going to the first team, baby.
Yeah.
You know. And he holds himself to that type of standard as well. Our guys do. He's the heart and soul of our defense, man. You know, he really is. So I was proud of him, but we got to take it up a notch.
A guy who is also really good defensively, but we talked a lot about his offense, his playmaking, his rebounding last season because he was new. We were getting a chance to know him. Deni Avdija, but also a stellar defender. Yeah. He had a breakout season under you, which a lot of players have had when they join the Blazers, and you give that relatability. It gives them that courage to go play the way they want to play. He averaged 24 points per game around in Eurobasket to Deni Avdija, which you got a chance to go and see some of that, which I want to know how that experience was in a little bit. But first, I want you to let us know, what can we expect from Deni Like, is it too much to expect more than what he did in the second half of last season? Because CB, in the second half of last season, he was an all-star.
Oh man, he was.
Am I going too far if that's the ground level expectation?
No, you're 100% right. I mean, he was incredible in that second half of the year. I mean, he finally realized when he gets down, he's just so big and strong.
Yeah.
And when he gets downhill, if the defense is out of position, he's learned how to get fouled. He's going to shoot a lot of free throws.
See, now I got to stop you, because this is what I love about him. So he learns how to get fouls, which his players do. They learn things. But I didn't even know this until we were 4 months or so into the season last year. Coach had a very impressionable and significant conversation with Deni Avdija last season about how to create that collision and draw certain fouls. And Deni was, if I had to put a top ranking on it, he was a top 10 player in the league.
He was.
In transition and creating problems.
Yeah.
But Coach didn't tell us until late in the year that some of that stemmed from a conversation that they had. So when you speak about them, please also let us know what those little buttons that you are pressing, so that we can know that was a CB and Deni kind of partnership thing right there.
Yeah, well, I don't do it for that. But
I know you don't. That's why I got to make you.
But Deni is so fast, so strong, and the way the rules are now, if you can get going right, if you can catch a guy out of position, he's trying to retreat, he's trying to get back in position. If you can just run into him, he's out of position, they got to blow the whistle. Now you continuation, you lay it, or whatever you do. And he tried it about 2 or 3 games in a row. He started trying it, and he started playing fast, getting downhill. Man, he was trying it. And they was just blowing the whistle, blowing the whistle, blowing the whistle. He kept looking at me like, dang. Really?
Yeah.
And it became so easy for him. So he figured that part out, and then he started figuring out the playmaking that he can do. Aside from that, we started letting him handle the ball more, initiate the offense more. He's a really good rebounder. So I'm telling him every time, when you get the rebound, don't even look at nobody for an outlet. Just go.
Tell them how you phrase it.
Just go.
It's Deni's play.
It's Deni's play. I tell Deni all the time, when you get a defensive rebound, that is your play. Get the ball, boom, blaze it up the court. If nobody stops you, you should be dunking it, laying it up, whatever. When they do stop you and start getting back, because he's just so fast, then you can just start playmaking a little bit. So that resonated with Deni.
Yeah. That's an incentive.
And I used to feel that way too.
Yeah.
I've spent most of the game playmaking the whole time, so I'm like, on the fast break, this is kind of my play. So I just kind of shared that with them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to now take a look at some of the guys who will be recipients of the good play from Shaden and Scoot and Tumani and Deni, the big fellas. DC, Young Hansen, Rob Williams III. When we come back after this short break, we're going to talk about all your bigs and what they bring to the table.
Welcome to the 2025 NBA Draft.
The shocker to the draft, big man of Young Hansen, fresh off the insane draft cycle.
Congrats. He's so happy. He's very happy right now.
Thank you for coming. We're here to introduce our newest draft pick, Young Hansen.
Hansen is a good young player, very, very talented, but we're really excited about him. We really are.
Incredible feel for the game. Really impressed with his court awareness and his mobility for a big.
Very competitive. He's going to fit perfectly well.
Young Hansen with his highlight dunk of summer league.
Hansen for 3. Young Hansen, who has quickly become the people's choice here. Kind of feel like we're onto something with this young man from China.
Back to a Rip City chat with head coach Blazers, head coach Chauncey Billups. I got to be honest for a second. And maybe some of y'all in the crowd feel the same way, so let me know. On draft night, CB, when I was looking at the list of names as possibilities for the Blazers to draft, I never heard of this name. I didn't hear of this name. And in Joe Cronin and the scouting department I trust, but when the selection was made, I did not know what to think. Was anybody else in that same room with me? Okay.
The rest of the world was.
Okay. And it changed really fast because a 3-minute video started floating around on the internet. showing his footwork, showing his passing, showing his ball, and then I said, I got it. Now it makes sense. When did you know, though? When did you have that moment where you knew his name and you knew his game?
Yeah, well, he had been on our radar for a couple of years. The scouts, our scouting department been on him.
Yeah.
Back gyms, they've been on him. And so I was seeing some clips of him. And then when we brought him in to work out, in an incredible workout, so many top picks were in this workout. He was the best player there. I was so impressed with him. We were all so impressed with him, his footwork, his skill, his feel. Things that I look at, just his energy. He was a connector. Like, people were making shots, he was going to give everybody 5, and somebody fell, he ran over there to pick him up, and just the person. And small things that mean a lot to me, that I think will make you a great teammate. He was a great connector. And then at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of players out there that there's so many things that you can't teach a player.
Yes.
And he has all of those things.
A lot of it.
and I believe in what I can teach.
Yes.
So that's what the draft is all about.
Yeah, special potential with him.
Yeah.
Really excited about him. We're also excited about Donovan Clingan coming back in year 2. What's the expectation?
Oh, man, I can't wait till y'all see him. He doesn't look the same, really. When you talk about commitment and dedication, he's worked on his body. He's really lean. He's really confident. He's talking now. He's shooting 3. He took a step this summer, man.
Yeah.
He really did. He's such a joy to coach. He's just such a winner, man. He'll do anything you ask. He'll try his hardest.
Yeah. Couple other front court guys. Matisse Thybulle, who joined the season late last season. Robert Williams III, and then Jeremy Grant. What do they mean to the success of this roster?
It's some of the veterans, along with Drew. Tissa's still kind of young, but Jeremy, a wealth of experience and knowledge. He had a tough year last year, man. He really did. He struggled a little bit last year.
Offensively.
Offensively, he did. And it was due to me. We were changing the shot spectrum, changing how the league is changing. And he was committed to it, which took him out of his kind of favorite shots. So it was really his dedication and commitment and believing in me that had him struggle a little bit. So I respect him for that. But he's not that Jeremy. He's the Jeremy that we traded for right now. He's guarding his butt off. He's knocking down shots. He's been very aggressive. He is really, really excited about where we are as a team. So I'm pumped about him. Rob Williams has been working extremely hard. Hadn't done 5-on-5 with us yet, but he's doing all the non-contact stuff, and we know Rob is like a one-man wrecking crew when he's out there. So excited to have him back. And Tease, Tease came back at the end of the season last year playing great. Had a good spring. So man, we for the first time, I will say this. I got some real decisions to make. It's some real decisions to make there in terms of whatever starters, minutes, rotation, and I welcome that. I'm excited about it.
I was going to go to a break, but something just came to mind, and I'll be really quick about it. As you're naming those guys, especially Rob Williams III as an anchor, DC we talked about. The defensive potential for this team is through the roof. And last season, you guys had a game at Orlando versus the Magic that, as the game was going on, I said, this is the best defensive performance I felt has happened since Coach Billups has been here. And you confirmed that in the post-game press conference. Could we see something going into next year where, there's multiple of those types of games? Do you think that was repeatable? You guys were out of this world that night. But is that kind of the goal, to try to raise the baseline, the floor level, to looking more like that, and then even having more special nights beyond that?
Yes. You heard me say it. Uncomfortable is our word. That night it looked like it was 7 guys out there ripping and running around. We'll have a ton of those nights this year. We really will. If you like defense, you're going to like us. You really are. And offensively, we're going to be so much better as well, with some of the new things that we're implementing offensively. So I just think our fans are going to be, y'all going to be happy with us.
All right. Well, some of those fans are going to be talking to you when we come back. Because on the other side of this break, We got some Q&A taking place. Also, Coach, we're going to get into community. I know you're very involved, and we
Yes.
want to know a little bit more about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Rip City runs deep because we're a proud community rooted in the Northwest rain and grit who share the same mentality. Set a goal and get to work. No excuses, just effort. Every day.
They're looking to make the next step.
Whether the goal is to build something great, be ready for the moment, or just be better today than yesterday, the aim remains the same.
Nailed it, dude.
Show the world outside who we are inside. In a rain or shine town, hard work is the only umbrella we need.
We are gonna be right back.
And when we see something special is happening, we want to be a part of it. Because Rip City runs deep.
Back to a Rip City chat with Coach Billups. Coach, 5th year coaching, also your 5th year residing in the Portland metro community. What makes this city unique compared to the other cities you've played and coached in? Or played and assistant coach with the Clippers?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around a lot of places. No place like Portland in terms of what I love. Some of the things I love most about it, I love the pace of the city. You know, it's a smooth pace. Not a lot of hustle and bustle of the big cities. It's chilled. People are very nice. Great fans. You know, we really kind of the only show in town. Even though I'm really excited about the W team coming, I'm pumped about that. But I just love that. I mean, the food is incredible. The coffee is incredible. You know, my wife loves wine. I don't really drink wine, but there's just so many incredible things that most people don't know about it. And I think y'all should keep it a secret because you don't want it to get too crowded.
Well, something that's been a bit of a secret is, to an extent, is your community involvement. I feel like you treat your community involvement really similar to how you treat your own play-in days. You do it, you don't talk much about it. And there's so much that even if I didn't find out about it, I had no idea Coach was doing it. Whether him offering to go coach a junior high kids game after a road trip one time, or him jumping in Motor Center, helping out with a kid tour that was happening at times when your team was not playing well. So it would have been real easy to go run and hide, but you showed up for them. Or his Porter Billups Leadership Academy in Denver. The list is extensive. Do you intentionally just kind of go about the work as is, kind of quietly under the radar? Is that an intentional decision? And also, what excites you the most about all of those things that you do?
Yeah. You know, community has always just been a big part of me, period. You know, growing up in the inner city, I could just remember, like, being in the recreation center and the first time I ever went to, like, a basketball game or concert, you know, somebody, you know, gave free tickets to the inner city, you know, and so we went. So I would always ask questions like, man, who did these nice things for us? And it was like they didn't want to say, you know, which was fine. So I just always remember how that felt. And I just prayed that if I ever made it and I was lucky enough to have some influence and the resources, that I would just always give back. And I would always do nice things and I would always give hope. And I've done it in every community that I've been in, that I've lived in. I just think it's really important. I take it's a responsibility for me. So, you know, my Leadership Academy that you spoke about is, we and I starting our 30th year. Wow. You know, we got 225 kids there in Denver. And I'm at a point now, my goal is to scale that, you know, and maybe hopefully start one here and a couple other cities. It's been incredibly successful. And I just believe education is the only way that we can really, you know, level the playing field, you know, and be able to compete in the world. So I've been really big on the community thing.
Yeah, thank you for that. And in case anyone doesn't know, that Leadership Academy provides scholarship for kids who otherwise will not have the chance to get to college.
Yeah, it is. It's an education-based program. You know, we bring kids in, incoming fourth graders, bring them in. It's a summer program. If they stay with us all the way through high school, which will be 9 years for most of them. We have a partnership with this Regis University in Denver. It's a Jesuit school, but we pay for them a 4-year scholarship there. You know, if they stay with us the whole time. So I've been.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate
Well,
it.
now I'm going to turn it back to K2's Tyree Smith because he's with the audience who has some questions for you.
Appreciate you, Lamar. Listen, yes, this city is big on the NBA, and you already know that the fingers are going at it on social media. So now they got a chance to finally ask Coach a little bit of questions. So, folks, raise your hand. Let me see. Who got a question, folks? All y'all raise your hand. Who wants to be able to ask Coach a question? You know what? I like the Adidas jacket. Let me get you. Come on. Yeah, I got to get you to stand up and come on over here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let me get your name, your age. Let me stand you right here. Your name, your age, and how long you've been a Blazers fan.
So, Lakiana Drury, 36 years old, founder and executive director of Word is Bond, which is one of the nonprofit partners with Trailblazers, and I've been a Blazer fan since 2017 when I came to Portland.
Okay. All right. Ask your question to Coach. What you got for him?
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of folks don't know that Portland has one of the highest gun violence rates in the country. You talked about education outcomes, right? That's another thing that a lot of youth of color struggle with is education outcomes. And so I'm curious to know, like, what is your philosophy for your players, as you said, to use their influence not only on the court, but to impact a lot of these communities of color around the city?
First of all, Word is Bond is an incredible, doing some heavy work, man, so doing some good things. Secondly, with my players, it's just one of the things that they sometimes forget about the influence that they have on the younger generation, and even, the older generation. And I don't let them forget that, We have certain little things that we do during the year, and it's easy for them to be like, man, I'm tired, or we just played, and I don't let that happen. I make these things kind of mandatory, and they need to understand how people see them and the influence that they can have on people. And you talk about, gun violence or crime or whatever, like, we have the ability to change those things. We just have to do it in the right way, And sometimes they don't even know what to do. They don't know what to say. And I've been there, I've done that, I still do that. And that's, again, one of the reasons and ways that I like to do things and lead situations. So our guys, they understand and they have a sense of community, and giving back, and I'm proud of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you, my man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, now, Coach, we got more for you now.
Come on, man. I ain't got nowhere to be.
You ain't got nowhere to be. Raise the hands then. Hey, he said he got some questions to answer. Anybody got some questions? Let me see. That's a cool hat. Let me get the hat. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes. Hey, the hat's cool. Let me get your name, age, and how long you been a Blazers fan.
Yeah, Justin Rossman, 40 years old, for 40 years, because I'm 40 years old, born and raised Northeast Portland, so absolutely ready to see my first championship, so absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
But you mentioned that, food is something that you love about Portland, and I'm a big foodie here in Portland, and people always ask me, like, hey, when they come to town, like, what restaurants should they go to? And so I know we don't like to blow up spots sometimes, but if you're willing to share what your favorite place is that you like to go eat off the court and hang out at, if not, your favorite cuisine or something, but where you and your wife like to go, ambiance, service, quality of food, whatever that leans to.
Yeah. There's a lot of places here, obviously. Y'all know that. We love Jenkin. It's great. Food is great. The atmosphere is great. I love Screen Door. I go to both of them. I'm all over the place going to. But, I really love, and I didn't know this until I came here, but I really love these, like, the food truck communities. Like, I never lived anywhere that had it like this. So I love going there. And to say I got 2 or 3 people in town, I just love it because I might like that, you like that, let's meet in the middle and have a good time. I love them, man. So I visit all of those all over the city. Big ones, small ones, people be like, what you doing here? I'm saying, what you doing here? Come to eat. So yeah, man, like this city obviously is full of great restaurants, and I venture out and try to try new restaurants all the time because I am a creature of habit. So I will get stuck at one spot.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Coach, you look like you're having a good time, so I'm going to give you one more question.
Yes, I am.
All right, you look like you're having one more time. Let me see. All right, hold on. I didn't do really much in the back here. And you gave me the eye. So
Thank you.
I appreciate you. What's your name, your age, and how long you been a Blazer?
That's my age, right?
No,
Okay.
well, you know what? I apologize.
Okay, good. I'm Scott Lofton. I'm 56, and I'm a lifetime Blazer fan. Been here my entire life. I have been here for a championship, so I'm excited for that. Can't wait to see another one. How's the golf game, Coach? Okay.
My golf season's over right now.
Okay, good. Well, I do have a
It's time to
basketball
focus.
question. So we talked quite a bit about our last 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Is there a chance we're going to see both of them on the floor at the same time together this year?
The big guys?
Yeah, the big guys.
Probably not. We want to play fast, you heard me say, right? That's going to hurt our chances to do that. But you're going to see them out there plenty, though. They'll be out there a lot.
Good. Good point. All right, thank you.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you.
Get this young lady right here, man. Get this young lady right
Get
here.
this young lady right here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Coach picked you out. May I get your name, your age, and how long you been a Blazers fan?
My name is Eleni. I'm 17. I've been a Blazer fan since the day I was born.
17 years?
I was about to say, but that's a long time Blazers fan. What's your question?
What's one of your favorite memories so far as being our head coach?
It's a great question. I would probably say coaching the game that Dame scored 71 points. That was, I can't say I coached that much. I was kind of like watching. I was just kind of watching that game. So that was a lot of fun to be a part of that.
Well, appreciate it.
Great question.
So
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for your question, for sure. Well, Lamar, you've done such a good job. We're tossing it back to you guys on the stage to wrap this up for us.
Thank you,
all right?
Tyree. Thank you. Coach, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
You were 20 years old when you got drafted, and since that time, you have either played, coached, or even spent time broadcasting in the NBA. Every single year.
28 years.
Yes. What has a lifetime in the NBA taught you?
That's a great question, man. I just think more than anything, because I've seen so much in my years playing, whatever, just seen so much. But more than anything, just to be grateful, you know, and to always be humble, you know, whether you're winning or losing, be the same person. I've seen some great careers turn the other way. I've seen some people have some really hardships when they've done go through some real life stuff. And I just always felt like, regardless of what's going on, just being grateful for the position that I'm in and being humble, you know, about anything that I've ever accomplished. Just moving like that every single day at all times has been like kind of my thing. It's just kind of who I am. So I've been blessed to experience a lot, you know, and see a lot. And I don't take any of it for granted.
Yeah. What could Blazer fans do to be helpful to you and your team? Easy answer, cheer at the games.
Yeah.
Be loud.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that during your time as a player you said, I wish Blazer or wherever you were at, fans did this or that?
No, you know, I'm thankful for our fans because they've been patient. You know, they've been very patient, and there's been some incredible basketball here. This is the basketball-rich organization here, so they've kind of understood where we're at, you know, over the last several years. They've been very patient with it. Still come out and cheer for us every single game. And I tell our guys all the time over the years, as long as we give it all we have, they're going to cheer for us.
Yeah.
If you just lay it on the line, they're going to cheer for us. It doesn't matter the name on the back of the jersey. Just give it all you have. They're going to respect that. You know, and I know it's not easy. You know, shoot, these games and stuff, it's expensive. So we got to give everybody a good product and a reason to get down there. So I have I think our fans are great. You know, I got no complaints with our fans. They've been awesome. They've been patient. They keep riding with us. I love it.
Yes. Well, we are all looking forward to seeing the reward of that patience as you go into maybe your most excited year as a Blazers coach, a team that is stocked from top to bottom with a Hall of Famer waiting in the wings to join next season. A lot of good stuff coming in. Can we give it up for Coach Chauncey Billups, please, for his time?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That will include our Rip City chat with Coach Chauncey Billups. Thank you to everyone involved, the Garden Tavern. It's Rip City, baby. Time for the games to begin.
Right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.